Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Lo and I've been trying to get pregnant for about a year and a half now. I am still in the process of recovering right now from an ectopic pregnancy. Basically about, if you haven't watched like my recent videos, I'll just give you a quick summary. About 2 months ago, I did a round of Clomid and I thought it didn't work and I got my period. And then I never stopped bleeding. And so I ended up finding out that I was pregnant because I thought I got my period. I did another round of Clomid. And so I found out I was pregnant and I got some labs done and they determined that it was probably an ectopic pregnancy because of how slow my HCG was rising. And then I had an ultrasound and they confirmed that I did in fact have an ectopic pregnancy. So they caught it early enough that they were able to give me a shot called Methotrexate, which stops the cells from dividing and like forces you to miscarry, because an ectopic pregnancy is not one that can continue on to be a healthy pregnancy. It's dangerous to the mom and you can't keep it. So I did that. I got the shot about 2.5 weeks ago, and I did labs on a week ago. Wait, what's today? No, I didn't do labs a week ago. Today's Wednesday. I did labs on Monday, 2 days ago. I've been doing labs like every few days since I got the shot, but my labs on this past Monday, my HCG was down to 0. So that was really good. I did feel some relief that it was down to 0, but it's just like, okay, so basically I've just, after it got down to 0, I kind of like I felt happy that it was down to 0, but then at the same time, I started feeling frustrated, and I think it's because while I was waiting for my HCG to go down to 0, I was like working towards something, and now that it's 0, I'm just in a waiting period. So basically after an ectopic, if you get a shot of methotrexate, you can't try to conceive for a certain period of time. And there's, different opinions as to how long you have to wait before you can try to get pregnant again. But over the last many years, I guess, the standard has been 3 months. You can't try to conceive for 3 months because it's dangerous for the baby. And it wouldn't be necessarily a healthy pregnancy, so they want you to wait. So when I got my shot, my paperwork said you have to wait 2 months on one sheet of paper, and then another sheet of paper said 3 months. And so when I got the shot, I asked the doctor who was there, it's the on-call doctor, and how long do we have to wait after the shot? And she said, you have to wait 1 month. And I was like, oh, well, I thought it was gonna be like 2 or 3 months because that's what this paperwork says. And she said, no, this is new research we've done. This is new protocol we put in place a couple months ago. You only have to wait 1 month. And I said, do we have to wait 1 cycle or 1 month? Because for some people like me, a cycle can be not just 1 month. It might take like 2 or 3 months to ovulate. And she said, nope, you have to wait like 1 month, 30 days before you can try. So I was like, okay, cool. That's not that bad. I can handle that. So I talked to my regular doctor, her nurse, and I said, okay, so I know I have to wait. Does the doctor want me to do an HSG? I just want to confirm that it's the 1 month, like the on-call doctor said, blah, blah, blah. So the nurse called me back and she said that, oh no, you have to wait 2 full cycles. And I was like, that's not what the on-call doctor said. The on-call doctor said 1 month, like not even 1 cycle. So this is very different information I'm getting from my doctor's nurse, and these doctors are in the same practice. So I got really irritated and frustrated because it's just, this stuff is so emotionally draining, and having to wait an extra month or 2 is a long time when you're going through this and you're waiting and months and months and months. Like, I've been waiting 18 months. I don't want to wait another 2 months if I don't have to. Like, if I have to, and that's what needs to be done so I have a healthy baby, fine, I can accept that. I don't like it, but I can accept it. But if I only have to wait 1 month and they've done the research and that's what's safe, then I'm not gonna wait extra just because they used to think it wasn't safe. Like, if that's what the research says and that's what the doctors are recommending, then that's what I'll do. Like, I'm not, like, whatever the recommendation is, I'll do it. But if they're not all on the same page, then that's not okay. So I was really frustrated because I've had miscommunications with my doctor's nurse, and like, I don't know if it's the doctor, I don't know if it's the nurse, I don't know if it's all of it, I don't know. I don't know where it's coming from, but it's making me feel like not confident in this doctor at all. And just not feeling like, I don't know, I'm getting good care from her. So anyway, I decided to call the on-call doctor, because the on-call doctor is like a resident, I guess they call them fellows, who was there when I actually got the shot of methotrexate on a Saturday at the hospital. And I remembered what her name was, and I called the hospital today and said, you know, when is this doctor on call? And they said today at 4:30 she comes in. I said, okay, great. So I called back when she was on call and I asked them to page her. And I was like, when she called me, I was like, I don't know if you remember me. I was in a couple weeks ago. Me and my husband were asking you a bunch of questions about methotrexate. And she was like, kind of vaguely, which is fair. She met me for like 2 minutes. And I said, and you told me that we had to wait 1 month. And she said, yep, that's correct. 1 month, new protocol started in April. Only have to wait 1 month. I said, okay, well, my doctor's nurse just told me I have to wait 2 cycles. And so I asked her to confirm with the doctor, because that's not what you had told me. And she said, yeah, that's what the doctor says. So I'm just trying to figure out what the correct information is, because, you know, if there's a difference of opinion, that's one thing. But if my doctor doesn't have, like, you know, the correct information and I only have to wait 1 month, then that's all I want to wait. And she was like, no, that's, you know, I'll check into it. I'll contact your doctor and I'll get back to you. And I'm sorry for the miscommunication. So she called me back about like less than 10 minutes later, and she said, I reached out to your doctor, but I haven't heard back from her yet. And I should hear back from her in like 30 minutes to an hour. But I talked to the head of our department, and the head of the department confirmed that it's 1 month. So it was like an emotional roller coaster all day. Like, do I need to wait a month? Do I need to wait 2 cycles? Like, what? Like, this is a very different amount of time that I have to wait, because who knows how soon I'm gonna actually ovulate. And like, if I wait a month and then it's safe and I can take Provera and then Clomid and start ovulation, like, that's different than waiting like maybe 100 days for 2 cycles. Like, you just, I don't know. It takes a long time for some of us to have 2 cycles. So the on-call doctor said that she would give me a call back after she talked to my doctor and, you know, let me know what she said. Because I also had asked my doctor's nurse about getting another HSG, because I think when I got diagnosed with the ectopic at the hospital, they had said something about like getting another HSG after that to make sure my tube's not blocked. And because I didn't lose my tube since I was able to get the shot, I didn't lose any tubes or anything, but the pregnancy like is supposed to absorb into your body, and sometimes it doesn't, and it just blocks the tube. So I didn't know if I should get the HSG like right away, because you want to see if it's blocked, and if it's not clear right away, it's gonna be blocked. Or if sometimes like it takes a few months for your body to heal, and so you don't want to do an HSG right away. And so like I asked the nurse about that too, and I just feel like she either didn't listen or hear, or didn't ask the doctor, or the doctor gave her a quick answer. I don't know where along the line of communication things got messed up, but just her response was like, just, it wasn't very clear. She was like, no, you can do an HSG. And like, or on the first cycle that you have. So like, I guess she was clear. I guess what I'm feeling is if the doctor was wrong about the waiting 1 month for the methotrexate, then maybe she's wrong about doing the HSG right away too. Like, you know, if somebody you are putting your trust in gets something like important wrong, then you lose trust in them. And this is like really critical decisions that can affect things for years to come. So I just don't feel like I trust her opinion. So before this whole ectopic happened, I had made an appointment with another doctor within the practice and was gonna switch. And then when this all happened, like, I decided not to switch because my doctor was the one who was like monitoring my labs and did notice that it was funny and was worried about the ectopic and had me come in. So I was like, okay, maybe she's a little more on top of things than I was feeling. And now that this happened, I'm like, no, she's not. Like, just because she got one thing right doesn't mean she's not getting other things wrong. So now I'm back to definitely wanting to switch my doctor. So that's the first thing on my list, is making an appointment with a new doctor within this practice. There's actually a doctor who was there the day I got diagnosed with the ectopic, the day they did the ultrasound, who was like supervising the resident, the fellow who was doing that Carmen procedure, because they did a swab of my uterus to see if there was any pregnancy tissue before they gave me the methotrexate, just in case they misdiagnosed the ectopic. So there was like a doctor who was there supervising the fellow, and that doctor was actually, I really liked her. And so I may try to switch to her. I just felt like we clicked and I got her vibe, and I liked, she was very positive and like friendly and upbeat, and my doctor is just like, just bad bedside manner. Oh wait, she's calling. So the on-call doctor just called back, and she said that my doctor wants to talk to me on Friday, so I don't have to wait till July, so I can talk to her about the plan. I guess I can still talk to her on Friday and then switch doctors, but I don't know. Every time I feel like I get to my wit's end with this doctor, I feel like she calls me, or she like does something good that makes me want to stay. I don't know, because like changing things is scary, and like just I already have enough going on. Like, I don't want to have to start all over with a new doctor. I think I've like invested a lot in getting to know this doctor, but I'm just not feeling like confident, and just stressed. I'm just stressed. Like, it's so confusing. Like, sometimes I just feel like I'm paralyzed by fear. Like, I don't want to move forward on anything. But then if you don't do anything, sometimes that's worse than doing something and doing the wrong thing. But there's like no right answer, so you don't know if you're doing the wrong thing. Like, it's confusing. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Should I switch doctors? Should I not? Like, I don't know. I just don't have a good feeling about this doctor anymore. And I didn't from the beginning, but I just, even more so now, just don't feel like it's the right doctor. So anyway, the last thing I wanted to say is that part of the reason the timing is so critical is because my sister got engaged last week, which I'm so happy and excited for her, and I love her fiance, and they're great, and it's gonna be so fun, you know, going through all the wedding stuff with her. But they're gonna get married at the end of next summer, and so that only gives me a small window to get pregnant because they live on the opposite side of the country. So we will have to fly to the wedding. So unless we'll be flying with a 1-month-old baby, or like being 7 months pregnant, like there's gonna be a period of time for like 3, probably 4 months where we can't try. And because if we want to be able to travel to the wedding and not travel with a brand new baby, then it's just not, the timing won't work out. So I really only have like 2, maybe 3 months to get pregnant, or I have to wait like 6 months. And that's just a long time. We've already been waiting 1.5 years. So I think I just have to believe it will happen in the next few months. And if it doesn't, that I just need to go on vacation or something. So that's it for now. Thanks so much for watching. I just really need to get this off my chest. If you are new to my channel and you want to see more videos about my infertility journey, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you like this video and want to vent yourself, then give it a thumbs up or put your own rant in the comments and I will empathize with you. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.